Hello guys, today in this video I am going to demonstrate you how we can call an API from Node server. So here I'm going to call it the API itself. So you can see here this is the endpoint like post endpoint what I'm going to use for calling another API from here, and that API will be the register user API. Okay, and we'll also go ahead and try to create like call that API multiple times by using the loop. Okay, so before proceeding, I would like to request you to subscribe my channel if you have not done yet. Okay, so yeah, so first of all, what we need to do, we need to install Axios first. So to do that, here you can see I have opened here Axios npm library. So here I have just copied this npm Axios, and that command I will put it here in the console, or we can say in the terminal, and here I will hit enter button, and now it will start installing the Axios, and installation is completed now. Okay, so yeah, so now as the next step, we can see here in the documentation of Axios. So here you can see I have clicked here in example, and here you can see few examples. So we need to follow the same thing. So here we first need to like import that Axios. So here I will write here import Axios from Axios. Okay, and the next step is uh, to get the default of Axios. Okay, so we'll do the same here. Okay, so again here I would like to get the default one, and here I have taken another variable as ax.defaults. Okay, and that's it. And in the next step, I need to call post type of API. So what we'll do here, uh, okay, so I have renamed it to make it simple. Okay, to read more readable actually. Okay, and now I will come here and I will start using Axios. So as I need to call the post API, so here what I will do, I will copy from here the post. Yeah, you can see here this is the post request. So I will just copy all these things here, and I will just simply go ahead in my code, and I will paste it here, and you can see axios.post. And so basically I need not to use this default because I'm able to access directly by using this Axios. So we'll just go ahead and use it as Axios. Okay, and now you can see it is able to find the post command here. So now I need to pass the three variables from here. So I will put it in the similar way. Now this is the password. I will copy the password from here and I'll paste it here. And the third thing is, and also we need to put the phone number. So again I will put here phone number. Also we need to change the URL. So here I will use the URL which is here. I am going to put a new name to this endpoint. So I have named here create 100 users. Okay, and here I will try to make this email as the same here. Okay, and so yeah, you can see here this is done. So this will basically create one time the user. Okay, and also I need to change the URL here. So I will change the URL as well with the register user. So if we are going to like just call the API just one time, then I will also add here response to send to the postman or from where it will be being called. So here I am just going to copy this and I will paste it here. So this will be basically this is just the format of error response, but I will change it into the success by changing its status, and this will be the failure scenario. So this is the plain example of calling one single request from this. Okay, so using this you can call or create one user. Okay, just need to change the URL as well. If you are going to call any outside of the network URL, you just need to replace that slash user. Yeah, for that. Okay, so now I'm going to make it as a dynamic so that we can create multiple users by calling the same API inside a loop. So here I am doing string interpolation, maybe just doing the increment on the basis of the loop iteration. Now here I am taking one num variable, okay, to make that email like dynamically generating an email to make it unique. Okay, I mean the user should be unique, email ID of the user should be unique. That's why I'm doing this. So now you can see I am putting the complete method inside the loop, and here you can see I've done few changes like the URL I have changed and the email is now dynamic. Okay, and which will start after 15. Okay, so now I'm going to send the response from here. So just let me copy this response object and I will put it here. Okay, and yeah, here I'm going to send status code as success and sorry, it is yeah. So yeah, for the success I'm going to do here status code 200, and that is all. What should I need to do to register a user here? Okay, here I'm now going to add a log here just to identify like for the control is moving on or which line of the code block is reaching to then or not. Okay, so here I am putting in success, and here I will also put like in error or something like that. Okay, so yeah, it's I have entered here failed. So now let's move ahead and try to like let me build it first. Okay, Okay, now after build I have used npm start. So now it's running, application is running, and now here I will just hit enter. You can see invalid token. That means what the token is passed, that is not correct. So let me create a login token first. So I will hit here send in the login API, and then I will copy this, and then I will go ahead and put it into the register 100 users in the authorization section here in the bearer token. Okay, and here I will click on send. Okay, and now you can see I have got the response as success from the API, and user is also created. Okay, so yeah, it's not showing. Yeah, so let me uh, do some changes here. Okay, so it's basically coming from other routers actually. Okay, so now um, let me change the starting number here. uh, it's I have changed it to 10,001. Okay, and also here you can see I have changed the index for the iteration, which is 5,000. Okay, and yeah, now let me try it again. Okay, so to do that, let me stop it once. Okay, by pressing Control C, and now I will build it again, and by running npm run build, and then I will use npm start to start the node server. And again I need to go here in the register API and just need to click on send because I have already added the token. Okay, so yeah, you can see here I got the success response, and now internally it is creating the users orange. Okay, you can see the response as well. Okay, so basically response is logging into the console, that's why it is coming like that. Okay, so it's basically running 5,000 time loop is running, and yeah, now it's done the creation of 5,000 users, and you can check it here uh, in the database. So this is MySQL database, and here I will add order by uh, ID descending. Okay, and then I will just copy it and hit here execute button, and you can see uh, I have here like users started from 3599 with the email ID, and yeah, you can see all the calls were asynchronous. That's why sometimes you will see like 3599 have been created later, and before that 4542 it has been created. So it's basically asynchronous database call. That's why it's coming kind of not in a proper order. The all the users ID have created in a separate manner. Okay, on the basis of like execution. So yeah, there are a lot of users which have been created here now. So that is all guys in this video. I hope you liked it and you have learned something new from this. Okay, so yeah, in the end I will again say like don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay, I will keep posting more videos like this. So thank you guys once again for watching this. Thank you. Bye.